All right, welcome back to another one of our film reviews. Today we are taking a deep dive with Las Vegas Raiders rookie defensive lineman Jonah Laulu. Laulu was originally selected by the Colts, brought over to the Raiders preseason time, and he has slowly and steadily improved for the Raiders. Could be a diamond in the rough and maybe a future key contributor for Las Vegas. We'll break him down today. And as always, if you appreciate this content, give us a like, give us any comments with any feedback you might have. But without further ado, let's jump right into the film. All right, we're going to open up with a run defense, and there's Laulu, number 96, right there on the left side of your screen. This is going to be a downhill running concept by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Basically, they're going to get double teams right here, working up to the next level. They're going to try and get a double team right here on Crosby, working up to the next level, then just an insert block right there against the edge defender, while the center, the left guard, and the left tackle all block back. Running back's going to take this track and basically try and read this double team block. If they get movement this way, he'll cut behind it. If the hole opens up here and the linebacker fills around, the running back will go there, right? Basically, they're just reading that double team block, right? Simple stuff. Let's watch Laulu right here. He, as part of this defensive structure, is slanting to this A gap right here to try and stop the run. He does a great job beating this guard and making the play. Let's check it out. All right, there's a snap. We can see the double teams inside, the double team over there on Crosby, tight end working out. And there's that little crease I was talking about right there to the left of the tight end and to the right of the tackle. That's where the running back's trying to hit. And there is a chance right here, right? Obviously, the guard tackle is trying to come off on the linebacker. Linebacker's able to fill and do a good job. I believe that's Spillane. Nice rep by him. But if you look at Laulu right here, beating the backside, or on the backside here, beating this guard, slanting across his face, beating him clean, working through the trash and making the tackle. That's really good stuff, especially for a seventh round pick when he was picked by the Indianapolis Colts. This is great playmaking ability, great experience in college. Starting to see more of this in his time with the Raiders. All right, from the wide copy, watch Laulu beat the guard across his face right there, work down the line, and make the play. Solid job defending the run. Again, Laulu, seventh round pick. He's not a guy that's going to dominate. Obviously, at this point in his career, he's a developmental guy, just trying to find his way to get better and better. I love the fact against the Bucks, he started making plays just like this. He could really be a solid contributor, not just this year, but in the future as well. All right, next play, Laulu is right there now on the right side of your screen. He's lined up in a 3 technique on the outside shoulder of the guard right there. If he was on the inside shoulder, we call that a 2-eye. Here, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they're going to run a toss sweep away from Laulu to the left side of the offense, the left side of your screen, running back going this way. And everyone's just trying to reach people, get hats on hats just like this. A couple ways this can go for the offense. If they get someone reached on the defensive edge, like whether it's defensive end or this corner, the running back will take it wide. More likely than not, however, their goal is to get movement this direction with all these defenders, then get a seal just like this and have the running back cut back behind it. And when situations like that happens, it's indicative on your backside defenders to show elite effort. That's exactly what Laulu does here. Love to see it. Let's check it out. All right, there's a snap. There's the toss right there. You can see the cutback lane forming right there. Running back cuts back, has a chance. Look who's there to light him up. Bang, Laulu. Good to see that stuff, right? Effort, backside. This is what you want to see from young defenders, right? I don't know what he's doing early on. I think he's just trying to maintain his gap or something like that. Recognizes the plays away, puts his foot in the ground, hustles down the line of scrimmage, delivers the shot. Be a playmaker. Reckless abandon, high effort, high energy. This is winning football, believe it or not. This is how you force fumbles. This is how you recover fumbles. The Raiders have some talent. They have some injuries as well they're dealing with. Everyone does at this point in the season. But the Raiders need more guys like this, I think, on the defensive line to pair with Crosby. We know guys like Kuntz are great. He's unfortunately missed the season. They need a little bit more effort, a little more intensity, and Laulu is bringing it for them.
Yeah, and can we see what Lalu's been doing this year? I think as the reps have gone up, he's gotten a whole lot better in the run defense grade. He's put up some really great scores this year. Talking about high 80s, mid 70s in a couple of different games. Been very, very flashy, I'd say, in the run game. Maybe a little bit more consistency needed, but we're talking about a seventh round pick. Cut by the Colts, picked up by the Raiders. Like you said, diamond in the rough. I think that's what you got to look at when you see this guy. He's had some big flashes. We see plays like this, but in the run game, a guy like Laulu is doing some really impressive stuff for the Raiders.
All right, going the other way now. There's Laulu right there again at 3 technique on the outside shoulder of the guard. Here, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to run a draw. Quarterback's going to drop back, do a delayed handoff to the running back. You can see the tight end lined up in an offset fullback position. He's going to pause, then lead through the hole, picking up 41. One-on-one blocks right here on the right guard and right tackle. We get the center. He's going to work this direction right here. We're going to get the guard working out to the defensive end and the tackle working to cut off the linebacker. It's a common design you see a lot in the National Football League when it comes to a draw play. Again, let's watch Laulu right here. He does a great job maintaining his assignment, good fundamental football, holds this gap, and then reacts to help make the play, and then fights through to make sure the running back doesn't get additional yardage. Let's check it out. All right, there's a snap, there's a draw. You can see right there, fullback on 41. Chance for at least a little bit of a run here. Good job by 41 again. He's been a really good player. Really bright spot for the Raiders season this year, the way he's been playing as a linebacker. But let's watch 96 right here. Great extension. Would like him to be a little bit lower, but otherwise he's in a good spot, maintaining his gap. Eyes on the running back. Running back jumps inside. He jumps inside. Running back then jumps outside. He fights through to help make the play. Great effort right here from the rookie. This is what you're trying to do if you're going to be in the run defense game. Step one, maintain your gap. Don't give up any ground. Step two, when the running back makes his decision, get on him and try and make the play. In step three, finish through the whistle. Great rep. All right, from the wide copy, watch him the moment he recognizes it's a run. He gauges right here. He sees it's a running play. He sees it's a draw. See how he's got his extension, his eyes. It's hard to see, but he's focused right there on the running back. And then he jumps inside where the running back cuts and then fights through the block to be part of the tackle. This is quality run defense grade. You wonder how you get good PFF grades in the run game? Plays like this. Great rep here from number 96. All right, next play here, you can see Jonah Laulu right there. This time he's lined up in a 2-eye technique. See how he's on the inside shoulder of the right guard right there. Before he's a 3 technique on the outside shoulder. He's on the inside, so we call this a 2-eye. The Buccaneers are going to run an outside run this play. They're going to bring receiver in motion right here to try and get some flow from the linebackers, get some action that direction. They're going to pull the center. They're going to pull the guard, get down blocks here to get people on the edge right here. And they're going to try and have the backside guard here cut off Jonah Laulu right there and prevent him from blowing up this play. The rookie gets such a good get off. He is this close for a big tackle for loss. Let's check it out. There's motion. There's the snap right there. You can see it's going to be an outside run. You can see the center and the guard pulling, trying to get on the edge. Let's watch number 96 right here. A little bit slow out the get-go. He gets reach right there. That's not good, but he is so close. Look at that. Can't quite get him on the ground. Maybe slows him up a little bit, allows his teammates to make the play. Fundamentally sound. He's shown that for the Raiders defense since he's gotten more reps, plays with a high motor, high energy. We're starting to see chances of a little bit of a playmaker emerging too, right? He is really close for this being a tackle for loss. A step quicker, maybe a half a step, a quarter step, whatever you want to call it. He makes his tackle for loss. It's a 4-yard loss for the Bucs offense. Great play for the Raiders defense. Laulu is obviously a young, talented player. He's got some things to improve on. He's got some flaws, some things to clean up. He wouldn't have them if he was, he's a 7th-round pick, of course. But I tell you what, the more he plays, the better he gets. Next time, this will be a tackle for loss.
Yeah, Nicky, you talk about playmaker for Laulu. I think that's a very apt description of this guy because you look at the first, weeks 2 through 9 in the season when he's getting out there, trotting out. He does really okay on the season. He has 10 stops on the season. Stops per PFF are tackles by the defender that are negative plays or losses for the offense. In weeks 2 through 9, he has one of those. In the last 4 weeks, weeks 11 through 14, he has 9 of them. So he's really started to come on strong after the bye, putting everything together and starting to make more impactful plays. That playmaker description you gave him, very apt, very fitting for Laulu, especially these past 4 weeks.
All right, next play here. There's Jonah Laulu right there. This time he is lined up in what I call a 4-eye technique on the inside eye of the tackle. He was at the 2-eye position. The previous play, inside eye of the guard. Earlier in the sequence, he was in a 3 technique. Now he's on the tackle inside eye. We call that a 4-eye technique, 4-eye alignment. Here, the Buccaneers are going to run a power concept. Normally, powers, you have a fullback right here, either behind center or offset, or either one of these positions. You get basically down blocks across the board. You pull the guard to lead through or kick out, and you have the fullback lead through or kick out as well. Running back follows those blocks just like this. Buccaneers do a little bit different kind of structure here. What they do is they have the tight end, even though he's lined up all the way over here on the right, basically act as the fullback, come across the formation to kick out, and they pull the guard around to lead through the hole there, running back to follow, and everyone else blocks down across the board, including the center blocking back to Laulu right here. This is a really tough situation when you're on the backside like this. You got to make sure you maintain your solid gap responsibilities, and then once you get in your gap, you got to keep your eyes on the running back because there's so many cutback opportunities. The rookie does a great job here. Let's check it out. All right, there's a snap. You can see the guard pull. You can see the tight end come across. Now, no one blocks this guy for the Raiders. I believe that's Butler, so this play screwed up for the Bucs right there. You can see the pulling guard just gets absolutely whacked. 78 right there. He's got to pick him up. He misses completely. Works out well for the Raiders. Plays basically dead to rights. Let's watch number 96 on the backside. He gets a down block right there. Does a good job maintaining his gap in a good position. Again, see how his eyes are on the running back. You can see it right there behind the offensive lineman's head. And then he dish rags 62 and makes a tackle. Good technique, fundamental football. This is what they teach you, right? They teach like middle schoolers, defensive linemen this, right? Shock, extend your arms, shed, make the tackle. Fundamental technical football. This is really good stuff, right? Obviously, Butler makes the play, and this play's dead to rights. Those are the guys. Those are the guys that created this negative play for the Bucs offense, positive play for the Raiders defense. But I love seeing fundamentally sound defense on the other side, making the plays here. This is what we're seeing from Laulu, and this is why he's earning more playing time. All right, from the wide copy, watch him fight off the down block from the center, engage right there, and then once he sees the running back, throws him aside and makes a tackle. Perfect rep. All right, let's go back to the Chiefs game to get another example of Laulu doing some good things. There he is right there, lined up again at 3 technique on the outside shoulder of the guard. The Chiefs run a really cool concept here. They're basically kind of faking inside zones. Normally how this works is inside zone, everyone takes the gap to the way the plays kind of run, just like this, trying to get backside cutoffs here on the backside. Fullback leads to the way, and running back just looks for a hole and then tries to get north and south. What the Chiefs do here is they have the fullback go this way to kick out the in man on the line of scrimmage. They have the tight end take a step this way, then go out to basically seal everyone on the backside, have everyone else do inside zone tracks just like this to get all these guys flowing, and then have the running back cut back behind. This is a really well-designed play. Really good job by the Chiefs. Smart play. But 96, the rookie here, blows it up with a nice rep. Let's check it out. Fullback in motion. There's the handoff right there. You can see they cut the backside. You can see Travis Kelce. He disappears. Again, you can see the cutback opportunity right there. Splain's there to make the play. Gosh, he's such a good player. Let's look at 96. Extension. Again, eyes on the running back, sees what's happening. Dish rags, makes a tackle. Nice rep once again from the rookie. This is what he does, right? So good in the run defense game. At this point, I don't know if he is supposed to maintain the gap outside the guard or not. It almost looks like he gets reached there. I don't love that, but I'm not in the room in terms of game plan. I don't know if his assignment was the gap he currently is or not, so I'm going to reserve judgment. But overall, he just makes a play, and that's what matters. Great rep from the rookie.
Yeah, Nick, we talk about really good stuff. I think this is really important for Laulu playing against the Chiefs divisional rival. This was by far his best game of the season. He has that 80.1 overall defensive grade, that massive 82.3 run blocking grade or run defense grade, excuse me. This is where I said consistency is key. He was absolutely massive in this game. He did a whole lot of good in the run defense department for the Raiders here. I wish he could show a little bit of what he did in this game more consistently throughout the season, but as the weeks come on, I think he's getting more and more consistent. We see that here in his stellar performance against the Chiefs.
All right, let's end on my favorite play from Jonah Laulu all season long. There he is right there in a 4-eye technique again on the inside eye of the tackle. We've seen him on a 2-eye. We've seen him on 3. This time he's at a 4-eye technique. And here the Chiefs run one of the plays they like to run in the red zone, just a shovel pass inside. They're going to bring the tight end, kind of huddle him up here behind the offensive line. They're going to get a down block here. They're going to pull the guard around. And basically what happens is Laulu blows this play up by himself. He destroys the tackle and then picks up the guard as well. That by itself is a great play. But then he goes on and is part of the tackle on the tight end. Phenomenal rep from the rookie. Let's check it out. All right, there's a snap right there. You can see the Chiefs are trying to make it look like it's option to the left. You see the tight end right there hiding behind the offensive lineman. There's a shovel pass, kind of gets blown up, no gain, good defense. Let's look at what 96 does here. Watch him at the point of attack. 64 gets into him, throws him aside like he's nothing. Great play. Then takes on the guard, gets through him, and ends up making the play. He basically got double teamed at the point of attack between the left tackle and a pulling guard, gave up no ground, and then fought through it and was part of the tackle. This isn't just a good play. This isn't just a good fundamental play. This is an elite kind of play. And again, like you mentioned, consistency is going to be really important for this guy going forward. Can he put together consistent plays like this, consistent games like that? That is going to be the question. But if he can, the Raiders have themselves a massive diamond in the rough. Let's look at this from the wide copy. Watch him fight through 64 like it's nothing, take on the guard, and it's part of the tackle, giving up no ground. Again, this is a play the Chiefs love to run, usually with a lot of success, right? Normally they have the tackle handle the defensive end, pulling guard works up to a linebacker, and the tight end scores, and everyone looks at Taylor Swift in the video screen, right? In this situation, Laulu says, nah, not in this case. Let me just disrag the tackle, fight off the guard, and make the play. This is elite stuff from 96. If he can do this game in and game out, he'll be a huge contributor for the Raiders defense.